The Shipyard Pyjama Party. Miranda, Series 3, Episode 5. 3 Little Words.
They've got there was a Comic-Con in November.
All right.
So I messaged my brother and my sister saying we've got to go, and I'm just last Comic-Con. My brother and Sharon went, and they met Tom Ellis.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, please go to this one. Please go. I don't care how much it costs.
Oh, Peter, it's a London one, is it?
Yeah, it's in November, London Comic-Con.
Yeah. Oh.
It's really funny because I put that on today. Oh, we must do another. I really miss going to Comic-Con. I thought, I wonder if there is one. They Googled it. It's like November. And I'm okay, might have to sort that out now.
I'm just having a look to see who's going already out of interest.
Christopher Eccleston's there, which would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bernard Cribbins. He must be.
Is he going? Oh, I want to meet him.
I would love to meet Bernard.
Can I adopt him as my granddad?
Oh, I mean,
how much is Bernard Cribbins? Because I would pay to meet. I would like to meet Bernard Cribbins. I think he's a legend.
Oh yeah, totally. I agree. He is. Oh, come on.
I reckon he's probably about 40 quid, if not more.
Oh, there's no price. Oh wait a minute, ticket info. He's appearing for 4 hours. Well, good for him. £35. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
£100 for a photograph autographed and a gift. I would do that.
A gift? What is a gift? Would that be a womble?
Exactly. He's womble. He's our childhood.
And then he was like Wilf and Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who, and of course he's the hit singles. Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end.
God, I forgot he did that.
Yeah, and
carry on.
He was digging his soul all in the ground, so deep and sort around the doors, and there was.
You do realise I'm recording this, and this is going in the episode.
I forgot. I am a Bernard Cribbins stan.
Oh, this is our pre-episode tangent that we've started doing. So we do talk about. This is going to be talking about Miranda, but at the moment we're talking about other stuff because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
How can we segue Bernard Cribbins into the discussion about Miranda?
Okay, are you ready to rock and roll?
I'm now doing. What's it doing? Oh, hold on. She's already dancing. Hold on.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, stop dancing, Miranda. Hold on. Miranda, wait. We're not ready for you yet. Hold on. Are we ready?
You're ready.
So Miranda, Season 3, Episode 5, 3 Little Words. Do we need to do a recap? I think most people probably have seen it.
Yeah, and I think did she not do a little recap at the start?
She generally does. She's good at that. As this is true. I should know this by now. Oh my God, do you want to know why I'm so tired today?
Why?
I got in from work last night and then I ended up watching Miranda till about 12:30.
Well,
yeah,
it's only Miranda to blame then.
Yes, Miranda, it's all your fault for my lethargy today. Okay, so are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Play.
Good morning, good morning. Sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Look, toast spoons. I'm feeling good about today. It's got a sort of free soul about it. So, news. Mike and I are still together, all good, but when he tells me he loves me, I freak out. Can't say it back.
I love you.
Oh, well done, and you're welcome, and what a boost. It's a fan hat, forsooth, sir. I need to workshop the issue with Stevie, but we've fallen out. Apparently, I've ignored her since having a boyfriend. Objection, my lord. What else to impart? Oh, Mum's having a tennis club dinner tonight. She doesn't want me there. Apparently, I let her down last year. Sidebar, my lord. Oh, I'll serve drinks. I don't know who this woman is. Right, I declare this cheeky little day ready and open for business week online.
I've got the same top as that.
This is a nice one.
Yeah,
Mike, the introduction of Mike is the typical throwing in a third party to stop them getting together, and then and that person is always, well, you can do different things. You can either make them totally inappropriate, or there's absolutely nothing wrong with Mike. He's just not Gary.
That's the thing. I think sometimes they bring in these extra characters to make the main character realise, okay, this is, I mean, he wants to move on, but then it makes them realise more how much they feel about the other person. Because it's like, sometimes you actually think they actually, not so much in Miranda's case, because it was a quite a very civilized breakup. But if you look at, like, in Frasier, Daphne jilts the other guy, I've forgotten his name, at the altar. And you actually feel really sorry for the other guys. Yeah. It's like, I mean, everyone's so thrilled that, like, oh yeah, Daphne's got together with Niles, but she actually acts like a real, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, actually,
if it was from his point of view of the story, she would be the baddie. Miranda and Mike, he's, you know, sometimes they can bring somebody in who's deliberately, you're going, oh no, they're awful, they shouldn't be with them, why can't they see it? But obviously Mike is a very nice guy and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, say, for argument's sake, like if Miranda started going out with, like, the bear or something, or like Tom Charlie, you think this character's completely wrong. But if it wasn't for Gary in the equation, you could see her ending up with Mike.
Totally. Yeah. But that I love Gary's reaction to stuff.
But
it is funny.
I watched there's a thing on YouTube which is the clips. I've forgotten they'd done them actually. That there was a little behind the scenes, like Miranda Red Button, where they talk about the episode that week. And there's a bit about there's one where Miranda's talking to Tom Ellis, and he says that that he grew up with three. I think we mentioned on this in the other episode that he likes being surrounded by strong women, like in Lucifer and in Miranda, and he said he grew up surrounded by sisters. But he said that in this, it's like he is the token Totty, as it were, to quote them. But he doesn't see himself as that, and I think that's what makes him more like Miranda. Like when she has the three guys after, they don't see their qualities that the other people see. Yeah, it's really subtle in Gary, because he's gorgeous, but I think he has just as many insecurities as that Miranda has.
He doesn't feel manly because he's a chef, well, a cook. I don't know if he's an actual chef, I can't remember. Raymond Blanc. But you know what I mean?
Ray bloody White.
Yeah, it's her mum's pin-up.
I tell you what, YouTube's great. The other thing that I watched on there last night was when Miranda did for comic relief, the Pineapple Dance Studios.
Oh, yes. That was great.
So, I highly recommend going to watch those. It's like
Gary's the whole thing with Gary and Power Tools, like where he's wearing the tool belt and everything. He desperately wants to be more manly than he is.
Oh, it's all pretty. Sorry.
I think that's what he likes in Miranda, is that he, like the scenes where you see them being silly and singing together and whatever. Inside, he is just like Miranda.
Yeah, because that was the one where they're having the race with the toy duck and the.
That's right.
Like the snaily type. There's the two toys on a stick. I can't remember what the other one is. One was the duck. So he's like, he has just as much fun as she does. Yes. And I think maybe she brings that out in him.
Yes, totally. Yes, he feels he's a man. He's supposed to do manly things and be more manly to be attractive to women, whereas he wants to be silly and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the essence of their relationship.
I like that in this series, though. I mean, she does seem. I'm saying that she's now stuck in the middle of a duvet, but she has, in some ways, like the relationship with Mike helps them move on to because by then I don't know what I'm trying to say. The words are just not coming out of my mouth.
You mean she's sort of matured and become more confident in herself? And
yeah, I think without the relationship with Mike, I don't think she would have been ready to admit or realise the intensity of her feelings for Gary and allow herself to get to that point by the end of the season where she accepts herself who she was. I think Mike, she had to go through that to get to that point.
Yes, exactly. She needed Mike. Mike wasn't just there as a distraction.
Dominic Coleman, our favourite customer.
Our favourite customer. Every time he pops up, I just go in something else because obviously he's a very prolific actor, and I just go, "Oh, it's the customer."
What I was thinking about though, considering like in this, I know the reasons why Clive isn't in season 3. We discussed that before, but why wasn't Miranda invited to Clive's wedding? And surely, if he was marrying the customer, she would have known.
Yes, you would have.
So why was she not invited? It would be a little bit like, oh, Clive. It's like, okay, well, that's my Gary's best man. Invite Miranda. It's like, so we think Penny was there, like Tilly was there, and it's like Miranda and Stevie weren't invited. That's just rude.
I guess it's one of those TV conveniences. Yes, exactly.
Plot devices.
I also noticed, and I don't know if this is deliberate in the production, deliberate on Miranda Hart's part, or just coincidentally, that her clothes improve in season 3. So that I don't know if that's deliberate or just because, you know.
But I think that also changes as you get more confident and more bold. I think you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying pay more attention because that's not quite right, but I think you try different outfits. You become a little bit more experimental. You try and find out more about what works.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and care more. I think she cares more.
But also, though, don't you find? I mean, I find because I don't know. I've not been. Yeah, we'll go. That's a different conversation. When you're going out with somebody, or when you're in a new relationship, you make that much more of an effort.
Yes,
you try that much harder. Yes. Not saying that she wasn't like before, but maybe that is a factor just generally of how women behave.
Yeah, that's true, definitely. I love the take that bit. This is one of my favourites in the whole show.
Oh, Jason Orange is my birthday buddy.
Oh, Howard is my favourite and always has been. Never.
Pretending it's all real. Oh, I hate that. Their concert at the O2 was amazing.
Oh, I bet. They know how to put on a show.
And Rick Astley was the support.
Oh,
so yeah. Brilliant. The nerd that is Rick Astley. We do a quiz now with friends of mine from the Comedy Store, and we rickrolled out every quiz for like the last 6 months.
Yeah, the one I did where you had I believe 6 different versions of Never Gonna Give You Up. That was quite impressive. I had to identify who they all were.
It was Family Guy was one of them, and
I can't remember who they were.
There was Kylie and Rick Astley at Hyde Park. That was one of them.
Yeah.
And Barry Manilow was one of them, I think, doing good old Rick. That sounds wrong. Doing good old Rick.
Right, help me workshop why I can't say I love you. Stay and hang.
No, I really should be.
Stay and hang!
Right, okay, well, what springs to mind when I say, what do you love?
Good, liking this. Don't worry, Stevie, I've got a new friend. Strutting like a toddler modelling baby gap, are we? Right.
Okay, what do you love?
Donuts.
Again, what was your first love?
Donuts.
More emotional. What makes your heart skip?
Donuts.
I think I know what this means. You're not in love with your boyfriend. It's only fair you split up with him.
What? You can't leave me with that. Oh, my lovely Mike. I'm going to beanbag. Stevie!
Miranda?
He said...
Right, come on, now step back. one workshopper. She's emotionally constipated and I'm her metaphorical prune.
She's back. Love you.
So,
Yeah.
right, so basically we're distracting from Miranda. Miranda has realised that she's in love with Gary and she wants to break up with Mike.
Yes.
So she's written him a letter and she's just given him the wrong letter.
I think I was going to say earlier, when she can't say she loves I love you back to Mike, and obviously that's the telltale thing, that she doesn't actually love him.
I'm stressed. Cooking, deliveries. Rose keeps texting, even though we're not together. She still wants to come tonight. Listen, I really, really need your help. Do you think you could spare a few hours this afternoon?
Yeah, sure, I'll come over later.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and by the way, Man has put up sign. Don't laugh.
I wouldn't laugh. It's one of the reasons I love you.
What did you just say?
I just said I love you, but I mean just flippantly, like I said to you.
Well, that's where you're mistaken, my massive friend. We say it in a silly way. But tell me you love me.
Love you.
Please say you're finally getting this. What truly makes your heart skip?
Gary.
Oh. Miranda just told Gary she loved him after he left the room.
After he left the building.
So close yet so far.
Truly makes your heart skip.
Okay. Oh, that means it's my favourite bit. What's your first love? Donuts. But what makes you happy? Donuts. Gary is the both the best friend and the lover, whereas Mike's just
the object of her desire.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Gary is
there were quite a few moments actually. I know that obviously Miranda has it with Rose, but Gary has given the look of jealousy with Miranda's been with Mike, so it is obvious how he. And again, it's like we know how he feels, because it's like when he suggests that they sleep together, he comes to her house in the bathroom and says, "I'm just becoming more desperate to kiss you." So it does. He's clearly as besotted as she is, but obviously it's Miranda's show, so obviously you see her side more. Yeah, but he was just invested, as it were.
It's interesting because it doesn't go down the route of leaving it ambiguous that whether he only sees her a friend or not. Definitely not. He's, they say very clearly like that they were going to sleep together, and there's a few instances where they're going to kiss, and so they make it very clear. And I like that, because it would be a bit unfair to Miranda to make it seem like, well, no, he only sees her as a friend. No, the point is she's awesome and sexy as she is, and he's always not so,
But you also, if you think that whole episode where he suggests that they sleep together, that's like fairly early on in season 2. Yeah. So you've got like a whole 7 episodes until they do actually get married and get together, like where they have the ups and the downs. And then you have the I'm so sorry, Miranda, for saying this, but the trope marriage. But it works. You have to have that, because it works really well, and you have to have that device to you can't get that close together. You have to have these things that trip them up and keep them apart. But it was done really well. It's like the bit where he goes into she imagines him going into the psychiatrist's office. I can't imagine if you'll never forgive me, and it's like, oh, it's all a dream. It's like just you wondering.
And then goes, and but
that's the thing. I mean, sorry.
Okay, carry on.
No, I mean, it's like all of the shows we love all have tropes. Yeah. But it's not so much the fact that it's the trope, it's how they execute it.
Yes, exactly. And some of them, a lot of the tropes are tropes because the audience wants that. The audience wants a wedding. They want an almost kiss. They want a delay to it. Because if they got together, it wouldn't be a ship, And
also, we as an audience, not only are we voyeurs, we're pretty damn narcissistic. Is narcissistic the right word? Because we all love a good angst. What does that say about us? I mean, if you look at the X-Files, all the episodes people love is where one or the other of them are in peril, and the other one shows that fact that they, and it makes the other one show that they care about the other one by them being in peril. And it's like that poor woman's getting or whatever, or the guy or whatever's getting beaten up or kidnapped or abducted, and it's like, so I don't know.
And the miscommunication is a classic one where you think they're saying something big, and the other one thinks they're saying something completely different.
Sorry, I love this bit. So in a minute with Penny, I think it's genius.
Yes. Guest star Raymond Blanc.
Oh, see, even Patricia Hodgson with the physical comedy, the bit in which happened earlier when they're on the street, and she's following Raymond Blanc, and she gets run over by the dust cart, and then she falls into it. So I mean, she has her fair share of Miranda moments.
Absolutely.
I love it. So she's pretending to be in the clothes rack. That's genius.
Yes, in a coat stand. Genius.
We're not open till 7, sorry.
It's me.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Listen, I'm so sorry I let you down earlier, but by way of an apology, I want to tell you that... Well, Gary, I know I've been seeing Mike, but I realise now that... Gary Preston...
Oh, my. Miranda, I don't believe it.
Well, let me say it.
It's Raymond Blanc!
Raymond bloody Blanc! On the Sr3 the day I ever met you. That was quite clever, wasn't it? You keep messing up my life.
And I am hiding from a crazy woman.
Mr. Blanc, hello. Sorry, a bit starstruck. It's actually my restaurant opening tonight. Do you think you might be able to come?
Actually, I'm looking for a restaurant to meet a friend tonight.
Amazing!
I have no idea who this woman is. Such fun. Ray Ruddy White.
So they really must have set that up so that the audience didn't see that, because they clearly didn't expect them, judging by that reaction. So I mean, I love how because having seen shows being done, I love the mechanics of how they do it to get the best audience reaction.
Yes,
because if you get the audience reaction, that then rubs off with the audience at home. And
yes,
I love how the planning that must go into it. I think is
I seem to recall there was a major one in Big Bang Theory over Sheldon proposing to Amy, how they kept that secret. I can't remember the story, but it's definitely something they played on a lot. So you get that moment of the audience going,
I was trying to tell you something.
Oh, Miranda, only you. Just tell me.
Okay. Oh, I can't look at you.
What? Oh, this is important, isn't it? Just let me get this cream out from my nose.
Hi. Okay, listen, here's the thing. And I'm sorry I've been going about it in such a roundabout way, particularly as I've never been so certain of anything in my life. I am absolutely, ridiculously, embarrassingly in love with you.
uh-oh.
I'm sorry I've been going about it in such a
Hand over the eyes. It's not who she thinks it is.
anything in my life.
And it's Mike. She said it too accidentally. Oh no. It is true farce. They do farce beautifully.
Did Gary have the beard in the other seasons?
Stubble.
Okay.
Oh dear. Poor Mike. Just an innocent bystander in the chaotic story. It must be quite a thing casting somebody, like this that the audience is going to not want. By the way, you're going to be hated by the public. Okay, I'll take the role.
Well, it's like in Moonlighting when Maddie marries Walter Bishop.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously the whole wedding, and then Terry having the baby and everything. He goes back to the office the next day and they do the annulment. And then he leaves and he just turns to the camera and goes, I'm going. Are you happy now?
Yes.
Or something like that. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So they know.
Yes, they very much know.
I guess that's why they drag it out, or like they leave it to like the finale episodes. Well, not often, because I mean they did it in Bones and Castle.
Yeah.
But why? Because of the moonlighting curse.
Yes.
I think, well, if we get them together, where do we go from there?
Exactly.
I mean, where are we? People watch it because they like that, they like that tension. Then what happens once they're a couple? Like, how do you keep that going? And I think that's why so many shows end on that note, like with Cast Share and this, and Fleabag went the other way. I mean, I was so sad, Fleabag. But anyway.
Yes, I think it's the driving force for shows where you know that's why the audience are tuning in week after week, the overriding reason. You can't throw that away, even if it's giving them what they want. Then left with nothing. What do you do then? So it is better to keep it. That's why these shows, in a way, work better being British, because there's less numbers of episodes and less numbers of seasons. You can do a will they, won't they relationship start to finish over 3 seasons quite easily.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, you've got to try and drag it out for 7 of 22.
And then also, you get the best, you can put the best, you haven't got to milk it, as it were, or drag it out. In those, when you have the condensed seasons, like the British TV seasons, you can put your best effort into that and focus on that and give that more attention than trying to think, what 22 episodes, what are we going to do this week? I don't know, let's send them to bingo or whatever, you know, it's like,
exactly, like to fill it up, it's all killer, no filler in UK.
Oh, here we go, major scene. Right, so Miranda has broken up with Mike. He's going off to Africa to work.
Yeah.
So she's having
a bit of a restaurant launch.
Raymond Blanc's expecting a guest.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Pretend you're enjoying yourself for Gary.
What are you doing?
We're creating ambiance.
Can you just stay out of it, please?
Why are you so angry with me?
Shh! Raymond is behind you.
I don't care about Raymond. He ruined my day.
And you ruined mine. The one day I needed your help.
Maybe I had urgent things to do.
Oh, what, like rehearse a Take That tribute band? You know, there's always something with you, isn't there? Hey, on the one day that I was struggling and needed your help like you always do, your issues are still more important, although they very rarely are.
They were more important!
Oh, what? What was more important?
Splitting up with my boyfriend and telling you I'm completely and utterly head over heels in love with you. I love you!
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh, the fight of love. Fight, I love you.
In front of a restaurant full of people.
Well, the classic. There's nothing like the I love you comes out in a fight. Oh dear, Gary has not reacted yet.
He's not, is he? He's just, I think he's numbed by it. I think he's in shock, bless him.
And here's Raymond on guest. It's the battle.
Listen to that audience. They love a celeb on a TV show.
Gary can't help but look at the audience. Yes, if I was writing a TV show, I would write
Gary.
I would write a scene where I get to kiss my favourite star. Definitely.
Exactly. It's like, fair play, Miranda.
Take that on karaoke.
Oh, we do love a bit of karaoke.
I did.
I really love that top she's wearing.
Yeah, it's lovely. The classic, in my opinion, controversially, got good just before the ending. So many bands that happened to. Their last few singles in their original lineup, obviously. Once they were from the ending, I was like, oh man, they're really good now. Of course, I like them now. But I wasn't a fan of their first few singles, I have to say. Until Back for Good, and then I was like, oh, hello, like this.
And I remember I was in America when they broke up, and we were like, what? What's going on? We missed all the hype back here.
Yeah.
It's just a separation.
I think it was big news on Newsround.
Well, did they have a helpline for people to phone up?
Yeah, in case they're feeling suicidal. But no, when you're an adult, you've got to handle this kind of thing yourself.
Oh, I wonder if they did the same when like One Direction broke up. It's probably all on the internet. It's like
probably. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, we go straight into episode 6 of season 3, which is a brief encounter.